Support for Killy podcast is brought to you by
Manscaped.
But yeah, I would say some advice that I personally have for landing a graduate role, or just any role in general, is have a cover letter that is speaking directly to the company, right? Where it says, okay, I can add value for this company because of this, and because I, and then give like some background as to why you would enjoy the job. And then two, when you get to the interview process, hopefully all of you will, by the way, when you get there, just be yourself, because if you don't represent yourself, then when you land the role, they're going to be like, this isn't what I expected. You know, I'm unhappy with my choice. I'm unhappy with my decision. And that spirals into you eventually either getting dismissed or you getting treated like very different to what you expected.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, so it's always best to just be authentically yourself so that they understand how to treat you as an employee.
How do I stay so grateful?
Yeah, or why are you so grateful? So obviously gratitude is a huge thing that is practiced in the self-care community at the moment, and I guess we kind of cross lines with the self-care community a little bit, because we do like give some gems here and there, but obviously, you know, it's fun over here, you know, we're not trying to make it too serious, right? But gratitude is one of the levers that you use towards success. And if you stay in that grateful state, then what you do to your mind is you feed it with positivity rather than negativity. And again, that's another snowball effect that happens. So
well, I'm a real believer of like the law of attraction. So whatever I think about, like, it will happen, you know. So if I keep staying positive, or like if I want something, I'll do my best to think as if I already have it. And so far it's worked kind of good for me, because it keeps me in a good mindset. That's for like, I don't know if I get the things, but I actually stay in that positive mindset. But what's
really, you're not saying that she basically closes her eyes and everything comes to her. Like if she wants a Lamborghini, she's not gonna close her eyes, you know?
Like you gotta think, I already got my Lamborghini. I already have it. It's there, it's downstairs, it's just parked, you know? Like you gotta just stay in that positivity, because unconsciously you'll do the steps in order to get that Lamborghini, if that's what you want.
It's the same thing as like, for example, if you look out for a yellow car outside, or if one of your friends buys a specific BMW, so let's call it BMW i8, because that's what I want, and I'm trying to attract that BMW i8 at some point. Now, if I'm looking on BMW i8s, if I'm looking around and I start to see a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, isn't it weird that you start to see it everywhere? Yeah. After you've looked at it for a while? There's a reason for that. You put out that vibration. You know,
exactly.
Not to get guru-y on this, but you know, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, it's nothing to do like even if you don't, even if you're not a believer of spirituality, or like just not believer in general, like thinking like that honestly just keeps you in a positive mindset, because you're just like, okay, eventually it's gonna come anyway. It's fine. Like you just get rid of all this negative energy, and like even if I have had a bad day, and that happens often because I am with clients all day long, you know, it's just like even if I've had a bad day, I just kind of like sleep like, okay, all is well, it's fine, like we'll see tomorrow. But like about your question of like how do I kind of feel grateful, like how do I stay grateful, especially today, and I think a lot of people can like, hopefully a lot of people can relate to this. Everything that I have today, like my job, like an apartment alone, but like not too far away from my family, the fact that my family is close enough so that I can see them like whenever I want, and like everything that I have today is something that I prayed for yesterday. And it's just like example, this summer I needed a job. I really needed a stable life. I wanted to talk to someone, you know, I wanted like good friends and all. And today I have that. I have nothing really to be ungrateful for. So I just think about the days where I wanted what I have today, and
it's like to me, and probably to the people out there, it kind of comes across as like you're an optimistic person anyways, because you'd rather not be in that pessimistic state.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
alongside that, it's, you know, training yourself to get that acquisition from your thoughts.
Mhm.
And I
It's
think
not
a great
mental
mantra that you can have is right before bed, think about what you're going to do tomorrow, which is why, you know, all of these millionaires like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they kind of write down like a to-do list for tomorrow,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that when you wake up, you already have that, you know, kinetic energy of writing down something on the paper.
Mm.
And when you wake up, you're like, okay, cool, I know what to do, because my mind, when I'm sleeping, can feel that kinetic energy
Yeah.
that you put down on the paper.
Exactly.
Wow, I sound like a mother. I sound like I'm an alien or something, you know. But I mean, it's true. Like if you write down, you know, goals, or if you journal, or if you do these kind of things, then you will start seeing what you want around you more and more, and eventually that will come into your possession.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Like,
idea behind it, anyways. If it doesn't explain more.
no, it absolutely is. And like, I'm gonna touch like a little bit on like everything, a little bit of mental illness. Like, I've
Okay.
had some form of like depression phases in and out. Okay.
Yeah.
And writing down a list, like a to-do list, because like if I'm depressed today and I can't go to work tomorrow, like, and I still have to go to work tomorrow, you know, but like writing down a list of what I have to do the next day and what I can do, not a long list of trying to save the earth or something, you know, just little things like, okay, I'm gonna make my bed this morning, I'm gonna get a coffee, and I'm gonna maybe go for a run. If I don't, it's okay, you know, like just little lists in my head. And when I get to work, I'm gonna call this person, I'm gonna do this little admin stuff, like things that are doable. Like you actually kind of like feel like productive in some way, even if you hadn't been as productive as the day before, you were still kind of productive, and that's okay. That's all you need. You just need one check and it's fine, you did something for the day.
You know, it's actually insane, because I went on this podcast with my friend Hadi Harsh, right?
Yeah.
And I was speaking about, you know, how expression and writing things down and journaling can add or impact to your life. And what you said about the checklist, I actually said it's crazy how you can really work through your mishaps and I guess volatile states of life when you put it down on paper. Or even like, you know, some people do voice memos to themselves.